All right, good afternoon. Welcome to Central Valley Talk Live. It is 12:18 on this 23rd of June. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. You know, Thursdays here at Central Valley Talk, one of our biggest days throughout the week. It's when we have the most amount of guests, and we've got a slew of guests in store for you today. We're going to be live and local until around 5 o'clock tonight, so make sure you stay with us. We're going to kick things off with a very cool person. Her name is Sherry, and she is with Aspire Counseling Services. Sherry, hello there. Welcome back. Your second time on the show. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. I was very excited when I got the email and decided to come back.
So, big news, July 12th, we've got a ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yes, and our open house.
All right.
So, we are looking forward to it. We've been trying to get it in the works for a while, and so, it's all for a go now on the 12th at 12 p.m.
Okay.
We're going to have refreshments. We're going to have the building set up with some exhibits of kind of like what we do as a treatment center. We'll be exhibiting both our mental health side and our substance use side.
Okay, very good. Now, how long has Aspire Counseling Services been around now, serving the Valley?
So in Fresno, they've been around since 2020, right before COVID.
So you guys are still fairly new.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to get really actively involved in the community in order to get our name out there and to let people know, like, we're here to serve the community. We're here to help with substance use and mental health. Right. And, these are the things that we do in order to do that. And,
last time that we talked, obviously, I actually invited you on because I had met you. Was that like a year and a half ago?
And it was about a half a year ago.
It was a half a year ago. Okay,
yeah.
I was thinking it was last December. But still, many of you know that I sit on the board for the Zachary Horton Foundation,
yes.
Breaking the Stigma of Addiction, and you guys work hand in hand with them as well.
Yes.
So
yeah, definitely.
And then and Jerome, of course. It's funny. I saw Jerome. Jerome is the executive director
yes.
of Aspire, and I saw him with his daughter. I don't know, like maybe 3 weeks ago. I was with my kids, and he honked. He's like, Austin. I'm like, hey, Jerome! So, and he is a powerhouse. I mean, he's doing some big things.
No, definitely. He's definitely, he goes on a lot of podcasts. He's definitely trying to get our name out there. I don't think people realize that we are here in the community as much as we're trying to be. As Jerome always says, we're just a puzzle piece in a larger puzzle, all working towards the same goal.
Right.
So that's why we actively work with the Zachary Horton Foundation. We're trying to get involved in a lot of community events. We're actually going to be at the Grizzlies game this Saturday with a table.
Awesome.
If you go on our Facebook, we're giving away 2 free tickets.
Oh, perfect.
So
right.
Definitely go on the Aspire Counseling Facebook page and look for that post. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do to win tickets. They are e-tickets, and so you won't even have to come into the office to get them.
Very easy peasy. Let's talk a little bit more about, focus on some of the services that you guys offer. Obviously, you're one of the counselors there.
Yes.
So, I guess in a nutshell, what do you guys all do?
So on the substance use side, we have our part hospitalization program, which is very similar to being in a residential or inpatient, only they get to go home at the end of the day. So it's 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. We usually provide lunch, and it's a lot of different things throughout the day. So we do yoga, meditation, mindfulness, but we also do work on identifying coping skills and triggers and, underlying emotions that might cause relapse, how to deal with those emotions. And we also refer to psychiatrics so that they can get an evaluation to determine if their substance use has caused any issues or if any previous issues they have might have led to the substance use. On our mental health side, we have also the part hospitalization program, which is the same thing, 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, where they can get similar care but for mental health disorders only. The other program or level of care that we offer at Aspire is what we call our IOP, which stands for Intensive Outpatient, which is 3 hours a day, 3 times a week. And so those clients usually are working or, have other things going on. Maybe their addiction or mental health is not as severe, so they need that lower level of care. And so in those groups, we also offer a lot of the same things in the part hospitalization, mindfulness, meditation-based. We do a lot of sound therapy, yoga. we try to really focus on helping the person as a whole. So instead of just coming in and developing a relapse prevention plan or a plan to deal with their mental health, we go into like what is triggering your use, what is causing you to need this substance, are there underlying issues that you're not dealing with, are there family or social problems, and that way we can really get to the core of the issue and not just treat the symptoms of their substance use or mental health, but treat the core issue that's causing those symptoms in the first place.
I want to talk a little bit about something that is kind of near and dear to your heart is mental health.
Yes.
Right? And you really, that's one thing that you specifically work on with your patients.
Yes.
Is the mental side. Talk more about that.
So, because I'm not a licensed mental health clinician yet,
Yet.
you know,
Yet.
I have to do a lot of referrals out to other therapists or, you know, to psychiatry and things like that. But one thing that's really common in both mental health and substance use is that things like anxiety and depression can be triggering for relapse. And so we address that in, you know, do you need to get into therapy? Do you need to get this alternative help? And then we work on, you know, developing coping skills for those specific emotions. You know, if your anxiety is triggering, what are some calming techniques you can do, like deep breathing or the yoga or meditation? You know, if their depression is really triggering, we talk about things like self-care, you know, getting up and taking a shower when you feel bad, you know, going and get your nails done or taking a hot bubble bath or, you know, sometimes just reading a book and relaxing or eating a good meal, you know, so we really focus on addressing those core things in order to help the client feel better so that they can move forward in their recovery, they can deal with those mental health concerns and, you know, kind of get better as a whole.
So, you know, going into the summer and then looking ahead to next year, like you were saying earlier, you know, working with the community. Anything else that you guys are kind of looking ahead to?
So, we are looking ahead to the AIDS Walk in November. We are looking at possibly getting a table at that and participating in that. We did participate in the Jimmy Run this year.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually ran in that.
Oh, you did?
And then we had a table.
Okay.
And we gave out free Narcan and resources and things like that. We were also at Vintage Days doing the same thing. And then we...
Real quick, remind everybody what Narcan is.
So Narcan is a medication that you can use to reverse an opioid overdose. With the opioid epidemic right now, it's really a big deal to have Narcan on hand if you know anybody who's using pain medication that's opiate based, or if somebody has a heroin or other opiate addiction. It can, when you go into an overdose from opioids, you can start to slow your heart rate down to a point to where it could stop. The Narcan helps to reverse that effect. And so we do give out free Narcan at our office. You can come in anytime and ask for it. There's no stringent, you know, rules with it or anything. We just want your name and to give it out to you. We just have to keep a log of it, which is why we ask for your name. But we do give it out because it can save lives. You know, there's a lot of times where emergency services aren't going to be able to get to a person in overdose fast enough. So the Narcan can be administered and then emergency services called so that it can save their life before emergency services get there.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a miracle. I mean, realistically, it's a miracle medication.
Yes.
So
we had a booth at the West Coast Symposium this year for addiction. We gave out tons of Narcan there. We gave out tons of Narcan at the Vintage Days at Fresno State.
Cool.
We gave out tons of Narcan at the Jimmy Run. We gave out Narcan at the NAMI Walk this year at Woodward Park.
Oh, great. How was that, by the way?
That was really cool. You know, it was more mental health oriented, but our mental health side invited me to come along to talk about our substance use stuff. Okay. So I was there for that. It was really cool. There was a lot of people involved, a lot of booths there for people to check out and things like that. So it was really nice, you know, being able to participate in that. And another way to get our name out there and let people know we're here to serve the community.
You know, right now in the news, especially in Fresno County, we're hearing it from officials that fentanyl is out of control.
Yes.
And, you know, but is there something else that you're seeing that that story is not being told?
You know, alcohol has become a huge issue since COVID.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people don't really think of alcohol as like a major addiction issue because of the fact that it's legal, you know, it's socially acceptable. But the reality is that when COVID hit, the pandemic caused a lot of people to shelter in place. a lot of people started drinking more. And so we've had a large influx of alcohol-related clients and DUI court referred clients. And I think that has a lot to do with COVID and the pandemic and just all the stressors that it's created. And I don't think people realize that alcohol really is as much of a problem as it is. Right. And I did notice, something from working in the field is alcohol companies are now, a lot of them coming out with non-alcoholic beers. Previously there was only a couple.
Yeah, it was O'Doul's, right?
So O'Doul's was like the original, that everybody knew the name of. Now Coors has one, Bud Light has one, Heineken has one. There's a lot of other like non-name brand names that have developed them. There's actually even like a non-alcoholic liquor that you can get that's supposed to like mimic your liquor. We don't recommend non-alcoholic beverages for people dealing with addiction, but I did notice that alcohol companies are starting to get on the on the bandwagon with that and making more of those, which could potentially give people an option that keeps them from becoming addicted if they just like the taste.
If they like the taste, yeah.
But it can
it's
be
a slippery slope.
It is.
Huh?
So if you don't have an addiction issue, I could see like switching to that as an alternative if you're not really looking for the buzz the alcohol gets. But if you do have an addiction issue, we do recommend staying away from those just because of the fact that it can be triggering to taste those flavors.
Yeah. All right, we've got about a minute left. Let's talk about the ribbon cutting one more time. Let's promote the heck out of it, and we'll put. I think you brought a poster, so we'll put that up on screen.
I
as well.
did.
Cool.
I did bring one, and this is your personal invitation, actually.
Well, I will see you there then.
We're very excited to invite you. We are mailing those out, but
Okay.
I wanted to hand deliver yours.
I appreciate that.
The ribbon cutting, we're very excited. The Fresno Chamber of Commerce is putting it on for us, so it's going to be a big event. Like I said, we're going to have refreshments. We're going to have things set up so that people in the community can come out and see what we really do as a treatment program.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Great to see you again. And can we let's put that, Marcus, if we could put that graphic up one more time, because I really want to get as many people out there as possible. So there it is again, July 12th, 12 p.m.
Yes.
That's at... you guys are right off what? Remington?
Yes, Remington, which is off of Alluvial and Ingram.
Oh, and this is an official Fresno Chamber Commerce grand opening as well. So that's even like fancier.
Yeah, and so we're even gonna have like door prizes, and we're gonna have like a raffle for like a game. Like if you go around to our different exhibits that we're gonna have, there's a game that they can play in order to win a prize at the end.
Very good.
Yes.
All right, and then and you're gonna be at the Grizzlies game?
Yes, on Saturday. This Saturday we are gonna have a booth. We're gonna have some giveaways. Little bracelets, pins, stickers, things like that. Definitely giving out resources. We'll probably have Narcan to give away too.
Awesome.
And then, like I said, we are giving away 2 free tickets to the Grizzlies game. You got to go on our Facebook and. I think you have to share the post and tag 3 friends or something like that.
Okay.
But if you go on our Facebook, you'll be able to see exactly what you need to do to win those tickets.
Awesome. Sherry, great to see you again. I'll see you soon. I'll see you July 12th.
Yes, looking forward to
it. Very good. Yeah. Check it out, everybody. If you can't make it to the grand opening, at least learn more at Aspire Counseling Services online. I'm Austin Reed. Thanks for joining us here at Central Valley Talk. We'll be back with more right after this.
Thank you.